Fenix HT18. Let's go through the modes here. Low, still very useful. That's right, baby. Momentary on, plus a separate switch, so you don't have to worry about using the tail switch to click it on accidentally in other modes, which is a problem with ghetto ass lights that you see all over the internet. Not with Fenix. Has a little bit of a, to me, a little bit of a neutral tint instead of a cool white. All right, I wanted to start off this review with the Beamshots first, because honestly, that's probably why you clicked on this video. You wanted to see some, the sizzle of the steak of long throwing flashlights. That's why you clicked on this video. Well, I'll do a brief review because honestly, seeing is everything with this light, with the Fenix HT18. This mama is one successful son of a gun. Now here it is with to give you an idea of size comparison, show you how small and compact it is. This is my Predator Pro with XHP 35 high. And this is the L2T, which is an old timer with the M3 turbo head. For those of you old enough to remember the early days of the XML-T6 and XML-U2. But this is a light. This is a light next to it. It's a little bigger, a little bulkier, but it's not much for a long-range thrower. So let's jump to, I guess, the specs, and we'll come back to everything else. So HT18, 1500 lumens, 1011 yards, aka 925 meters. But you can see the box here, and you can pause this if you want to, and you can look at all of the specs. Here we have the specs: output 1500 lumens, 500 lumens for high, 150 lumens for medium, and 30 lumens for low. Strobe is 1500 lumens. It's rated at 214,187 candela for turbo. Guess what? I got 210,000. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty good. These modes, notice something here, and this is kind of a pain point for me. On Budget Light Forum, I bitch to a lot of people about mode memory and not having mode memory or having step downs. That's another, I gripe about a lot of things, and a lot of people PM me and they say, "You're negative. Why are you so negative? Why are you rude?" And I say, well, I'm not, but there are some of these things that just haven't been addressed in new lights. Notice how simple these modes are. Let's look at the light itself. Simple, 2 switches, and this is it. This is it for the modes: 30, 150, 500, and 1500. And that's it. It comes on in the same mode you click it on. I'm doing the tactical on. That's it. And if you want it to come on low or medium, guess what? It's going to come on that medium mode. It's not going to start jumping around to other modes, or it's not going to make you hold it in a mode 3 seconds or do something like that. That's important, because otherwise you're going to end up in a situation where you can't use the light properly. And the guys on Candle Power forums, who are generally not affiliated very often with Budget Light Forum, will tell you the reason they never use anything but a twisty, like a Surefire style, is because you can't figure out what the damn thing will do, because it's going to go into flashy mode or go into something else. This has simple modes. There's no dimming switches. There's no double click for turbo. It is right there. It is right there. And it's got a battery indicator to tell you really quickly on the first 5 seconds of fire up where you're at in terms of your battery output. So here it is. Here you can see the nice 68 millimeter reflector, not too big, and guess what? It's not that head heavy. It sits in the hand very nicely, has a level of charisma. I'm missing a cigar ring, cigar grip, like a little tail ring here that should stay in place, and I'm missing the ability to tail stand. Those right there are the only negatives about this light. The weight is nice, the feel on the hand is nice, everything is nice. I don't know why I put this thing on here. I guess to make up for the fact that there's no control ring for cigar gripping. No matter. Here's what else you get. You get these silly hunting things for people that hunt. That's fine. Warranty card. You get the instruction manual, and you get the shameless promotion here. Here's the battery the light came with. I've discharged it, so I'm using another 21700 cell from Illumination Supply. This has the little charging cable that comes with it for fast charging. Haven't tried it yet. Standard case, yada yada. What makes this light so amazingly badass is not only the things that I've mentioned, but the fact that the step down, which I've complained about on other lights, all these lights, all these high-powered lights step down. This one barely steps down at all, and I couldn't even get it to do it. I couldn't even get it to do it. I had it on for about 12 minutes. It didn't step down. And even when I went to lumen test it, it did not drop down. They say that it is a temperature-based step down, not a time step down. But even when it does step down, it only goes from 1500 lumens to 1100 lumens. And unlike these other gosh darn lights that drop down like more than half their output. So I can live with that. Last big plus of this light, it's capable of not hazing out the beam. It keeps the beam solid. So a lot of these domeless emitters, they have hazy coronas that just look weird and look ugly. This does not. This actually looks quite beautiful. So go out and get you one of these, the HT18 Fenix. This is actually a winner. I can't think of anything bad to say. I've only mentioned the little minor flaws that I've mentioned. You get tactical, momentary on. You got to buy up lights like this, folks, because there's not a lot of lights like this anymore. So go out and invest. You can have it in a day's time with Amazon in most places. Here I'm in Texas, and it's not hard to do. So I'm very proud to give a full recommend to this particular Fenix light. You need this sort of thing. I can feel confidence that wherever I go, whatever I do, I've got a light I can trust, a light that is warranted, no budget crap. This is solid stuff. It feels good to use, and it is robust enough and dependable enough to be counted on. So have a great day, and happy flashaholism.